Hi, I am Richard, and today I'm just going to, I don't know, talk over about a game of Age of Empires I played. I've been getting back into Age of Empires, Age of Empires 2 specifically. Getting back into ranked. I've played about 150 games combined, but that includes some unranked games I've played too. I've probably played, I don't know, 70, 80, 1v1 maps, but yeah, I've just gone back on. I thought I'd record a few games to sort of uh, have a look back, see how I go, how I feel. But yeah, this game is a game of Nomad. I hadn't selected, there's a new map rotation. And I haven't picked a favourite. I'm just happy to play most things, except for Arena and Arabia. I'm just trying to play some new maps at the moment. But yeah, this is probably my fifth time ever playing Nomad, and I hadn't won a Nomad game before. So yeah, we jumped in here. I don't have a build order, but like sort of picked up bits and pieces here and there. So I have two workers found a really nice spot on some trees, some berries, and I think there was some stone nearby. We'll go back to it in a moment. And then yeah, built a dock and some houses. But yeah, this felt like a really good starting spot. And you'll see there, I spot that my opponent is right next to me. So that's a little bit of stress. I feel like every time I play Nomad, it's just, there's so much map, but it just always puts me so close. But yeah, we got the TC up. You'll see, I think I got the TC up last. But yeah, I played, been playing a few games lately, and I decided to record a few games tonight. I did try to record my mic while recording, but I changed the settings in OBS so it didn't actually pick up my microphone track. So here I am, just talking over, and this game's, you'll see by the video. This isn't a very long video, but yeah, I just thought I'd go back and have a look, and would have put in in the heading if I haven't said it already. But yeah, this is the first game of Nomad I've won. It's quite a tricky map, so for those of you who aren't very well acquainted with it, in most Age of Empires 2 maps you start with 3 villages, but you'll usually have a TC or a town centre already built. And it's usually got, there's like set amount of resources, so typically it's standard map. You have like 5 trees around and some wood lines nearby. You might have a couple of golds and stones. You'll have like 8 sheep or like herdable animals. You have a couple of balls, which have a bit more meat that you can pull through. But with this, it's just random. As far as I'm aware, it's just random. So I'm pretty sure that what I did was, just find 2 good resources, food and wood. I decided to start on, and there was some gold there too. I think I did some scouting with a goat and spotted that. But yeah, it's a pretty, you know, fairly slow start. I'm 800 ELO. I'm not very quick. I think my actions per minute averages around 20 if I'm lucky. Yeah, I've been sitting around 800 ELO since about I started. I'd get to a point where I was about 900, but that was, I think, when I first started, and I was just going pole scout rush every game, and that was working more often than not. But yeah, that was a few years ago. I've gone back into Age of Empires after a long time off, a year or 2 or 3 really since I last properly played it. And I can show you later, but I'm actually haven't picked a civ. I've got a rotation of I think 5 civs I play at the moment. So I actually don't know what civilization I'm going to get when I start a game, and I adapt my strategy from there. Because I think it's I don't know. I think it gives you really blanking here. Sorry. There are two reasons. I mean, one, it keeps my ELO sort of low. Like, it doesn't inflate it. Like, I see a lot of people have one style, one strategy, and it works. But I want to learn like all around skills, and I guess like a more experienced player, learn how to adapt and how to counter and how to think of things. But yeah, back to this game. So I did panic for a moment, but I saw an opportunity here. Um, Ethiopians are actually very new. I swapped out Malians from a rotation because I just wasn't really having any success with them. Um, for a long time, I was just not very good at archer civs, and I'm still not great. You'll see here, I make many mistakes, but I'm feeling a little bit more confident. But knowing Lithuanians, I should have actually looked it up beforehand. I don't actually remember most civs. Not most civs. I actually remember a lot of civ bonuses, but I feel like Lithuanians, they have strong cap. Like you get the Castle Age, an Ada civ that has the relics, gives them bonuses. I mean, they got some other like little bonuses here and there, but being next to him, I thought, look, that's good. Like with Ethiopians, I know that I can get out some archers. The archers fire, I think, 18% faster. Forgive me if I'm wrong. There's been so many updates to this game. Don't get me started on a whole water rework. I couldn't even remember when I was playing all the time. But yeah, Ethiopians, fast firing archers, so I decided to focus on that. So as I said, I got no build order, but my understanding is if you have 5 villages on wood, you can sustain houses and fishing ships. I feel like there was a little moment, I think, with a transition. I didn't have enough food income by the time my villages finished producing, the initial villages. Like I had a couple on food. I think I only got 1 or 2 fishing ships out. But we got there. And this is the thing. Like I'm talking over it. Like there's things that I will talk through while I was playing it, but I did send a villager, and you saw it like a few minutes ago. To go scouting and actually see, what the opponent has, and that's because a couple of days ago I played an opponent, and we were just as close to each other. But I didn't do any scouting. I didn't want to spare a villager because I'm like, more production time means I can get more out. Anyway, I make some men at arms, send an attack, and they walk right into the TC. They built a TC in like a choke point, and the guy. I think I'll actually go back and watch that recording at some stage. It's like what was it? Something like something about what an investment. And he suggested that I do some scouting and learn scouting. I said I'd actually watch their vid, but I haven't got around to it yet. But I have started trying to incorporate scouting. But yeah, this is my 5th 1v1 game. I've played a few non 1v1 games. Technically, I've won some team games with my friend. Maybe, potentially. I actually should double check that. But if we did, it was because people just leave the map. They don't like the generation or whatever. But yeah. Marty, he is... I had a lot on food. I sent a villager up to build a new dock so that my fishing ships remain efficient. Built an early barracks. I thought I might go... I can't remember if I go men-at-arms or if I go like a late drush. It's very late, but some late militia. I think I go men-at-arms and switch into switch into archers. I think the men-at-arms choice is because I saw a houses there and I had something to break in. My resources are pretty good. So this is the thing. I haven't got a good feel of of Nomad, and the resource has just never been guaranteed. Yeah, you can see I'm researching men-at-arms to upgrade those troops. But yeah, it's like the resource balance is really confusing. So I had quite enough resources to go men-at-arms, switch into archers, and also built a Hulk, which is a new ship. People keep using them against my fire ships, so I assume they're good against fire ships. I need to actually have a proper look, but yeah, started making them today actually. Because the fire ships weren't really working too well. Anyway, I only made 2 men-at-arms. I didn't quite have the resources when I was making them, and I thought, well, you know, just get them out. Didn't want to delay very long, and I knew I was going to have a follow-up into archers anyway. So yeah, you see, I'm dropping the archery range. Sorry, yeah, and you see him trying to balance my eco. There wasn't anything I could really touch, so I just got the men-at-arms to attack the house. I always have my troops on defensive stance, so I just made sure I moved them far enough away, where they wouldn't be drawn into the enemy's town centre fire, which so often happens. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good at this point because I haven't seen any expansion. I'm not sure, you know, what the score difference is because of, maybe just done more scouting. But yeah, you see, yeah, I've queued up some villages, and yeah, outposting, because see, they're pretty cooped up and I want to see where I could potentially target. I could see they were on the wood line. I think they were on the wood line at the back, but I'd spotted them on the front of their base. They're on a wood line there, so I'm like, oh, perfect, let's get some archers out. Let's double check. Yep, there they are. And then with that outpost, I actually spotted a market. Yeah, spotted a market, so I moved my men-at-arms back around to put some pressure on that market, because they weren't going to do too much with those houses. At our ELO, we are easily pop capped, but it is only 25 wood, you know, to fix that up. They had plenty on wood. I found myself in quite a defensible position, so I thought I'd quite early put some stone walls down. I intended to get some stone a little later, so I didn't mind spending some before I got to Castle Age. So yeah, I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was just annoying them on their wood line. Yeah, I was trying to see if they were a Tambal. Yeah. So I should have said that to about, and they did. And this is, and that was a mistake because I didn't know those villages were up there until the town bell rang. They pulled into my vision and then they went back out. My men-at-arm goes down, but that's fine. As I said, they were just 2 throwaway units. I was in the archers, and I was looking at my resources. So I built a forward blacksmith. Probably not a good idea. I saw my resources. I built a stable. I was also thinking about a second archery range. But I just wanted. I just thought about, you know, getting a scout or 2 out. I didn't know what I was going to do. Men-at-arms. Archers are stronger than men-at-arms, but not in my numbers. I can't remember if I'd researched. I think I'd had fletching, but yeah, they were being shot down. I tried to pick off one of the weaker ones. 2 left. You know, there wasn't really much left I could do. Did I do any more micro? Did I let them die? I let them die. Yeah. Anyway, you know, I'm still producing archers. I'm still producing vills, which is a miracle. But look at those resources. Like, I don't know what happened. I should be thinking about going up to Castle Age. Actually, something I think in this game and the game after, I forgot to build 2 Dark Age buildings, and like I had the resource to go up, so I think that's part of the reason. Yeah, you can see there that I gone up to Castle. They are rightly attacking my blacksmith there. I'm not sure what I want to do with this scout. I think I just sent it in to die. It's probably not a good use of my resources, but I just I sent it to look at the back, but the men-at-arms got it. Or I might have just clicked it there and they died. But then, yeah, by now I've got another few archers. I got the second archery range up, I believe. Yeah, and see my idle villager at the bottom there. I haven't realised it yet in game. I'd start queuing him, but yeah, I've got the 5 on gold. A lot on wood. I I think six of the food of the ships, so it wasn't very efficient. But yeah, yeah, that's what I wanted some archers for. So I put them to the left of their TC up there. Put them on stand ground so they didn't move and just harassed them. Yeah, and just kept reinforcing. I got both artillery rangers going. So I just wanted to, keep pumping them out. Because I didn't know how far away they were from castle. I'm always last to castle. I haven't figured out that transition. But yeah, I just wanted to camp that wood line. They know that the wood line down here is compromised. And then I spot them coming out for gold. Yeah, because I got the outpost there. I had quite good vision, so I was pretty pleased with that. And I think I did some, just got some more vision there. I am dropping a tower, don't ask me why. I just thought it might be out of their range of sight. Something to annoy them a little bit more. It's easily rushed down by Vils, but I sort of didn't mind keeping him distracted there on the right. I did stop making archers for a moment. I think I ran out of gold, but yeah, I just wanted a couple of knights out. Which a double gold unit is a bit risky, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay with archers. It was hard to know whether I should upgrade or not, and I didn't really feel like in a gold position. This is just my inexperience not showing. Inexperience showing. But yeah, so at this point I've got some archers still camping outside their base, and I see them try and drop a castle. So I think I only have how many like 8 or 9 archers. Like I had fletching, but yeah, it wasn't enough to kill 15 or 20 vills, but I've killed a lot of them. Like have a look at that. I tried. Yeah, I tried to keep him under the TC fire, tried to keep him under castle fire. But I missed, I forgot a TC was there. Eventually, I only had 2 archers left, but I kept them there at the base of it just to keep annoying them. Keep the villagers off that wood line. I think they're hitting the farmers, so, that was fine. I have 2 knights at the back of the base, which I'll forget about very shortly. I think I'd sent a knight to the gold on the right too, so the tower, and that knight kept him off. Now this is they're trying to drop a second castle, so the first castle I couldn't do anything about, but the second castle, I couldn't get to it with that knight, but I already had 2 knights in their base, so I'll come, from behind. They only had 5 villagers on it, and defeated them. So yeah, that was a nice very clean game. So much, but yeah, I'm just not very experienced with a voice over. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I actually in the settings, like when I first started scouting their town with my villager, I'm like, oh my god, I love the town building, the Sim City style they got, like putting the houses along, which have practical because palisade walls don't do much, but if you have a house in palisade, it's much harder to break through. But I really liked their cute little design layout. I didn't deny the first castle, but I'd killed enough villagers. Like I killed the berry villagers, killed a bunch of gold villagers, killed a bunch of villagers putting up that castle, and then killed even more villagers where they denied the castle in front of their base. It was quite clean. Like at this ELO, I feel like most games a win or a struggle, but sometimes it went the way I wanted. Oh yeah, I sent a couple of Hulks out, and I think I spot later because they had a heap of fishing ships there, and a Hulk had passed them. One of my Hulks had passed them. I'm not sure when. Yeah, so see, it's like I sent in a patrol all the way out there, and it went past him without seeing him, or I just didn't notice him. So yeah, that was a bit dangerous. But yeah, I killed so many of their villagers. Um, Lithuanians are tricky. I had the pikes ready to come out. Just because, yeah, I knew the stable units could be stronger. I'd scattered the double stables at the back. I knew a castle unit was, quite tough. Uh, yeah, military. Yeah, I think I had to click through all the scores. Um, I had a look at the ELO. So they've had like 2,000 games, sitting, right on 800 ELO. So they're quite good. Um, Military, yeah, just their largest army was four, which is those men at arms. They were never able to mass. The timeline too just sort of shows that the pressure I was putting on them, keeping off that wood meant I'm on the receiving end so often. Keeping off that wood meant no farms, no food. As the fishing ships got less and less efficient, and then they needed gold. The gold was unprotected on the front. They did have a gold pile at the back of their base near their docks. But yeah, I don't know. I think they were just hoping, like, at our ELO too, this is one thing, is like, we usually don't have much. We usually like very tunnel vision. So, sometimes I would miss that gold mine on the right. Um, But thankfully, it was like when I was going back to my TC, I had the outpost there, I could see it. So I was very pleased with my outpost play. My men at arms opening, putting the pressure on. The archer play, I think was really good. Well, for me, take all of this, with it's very subjective. And then the knights, like getting, having the resources to have a stable, get a scout out, and then, getting a couple of knights out as soon as I hit castle, sort of finish him off. I was, quite pleased.